What's that? Oh! Barstool Sports. Barstool Sports. I am going to tell you guys how I, 612 Unscripted, got posted on Barstool. Specifically, Michigan State Barstool. Now, let me set the scene here. If you went to college, 5, 7, probably longer, years ago, you would have seen that at least the college you went to had a Barstool, insert university's name. So Michigan State had a Barstool, Michigan State. Like, Barstool, it's kind of blown up. A lot of people know Barstool now. But anyway, they would make these accounts and claim them as Barstool, but they wouldn't be directly affiliated with Barstool. So this was because back in the day, I just realized the mic I was using was not turned on, but this one was. So let me start again, or let me continue, excuse me. But yeah, so Barstool, back in the day, they used to post a lot of stuff that would not fly in today's internet. I think internet is always evolving and being more politically correct, as it probably should be, and less degenerate. But anyway, back in the day, it was pretty degenerate, especially Barstool and some of the stuff that they were posting. But anyway, yeah, what a college Barstool account is going to post. It's going to post silly drunk people. It's going to post what's happening on campus. It's going to make memes, or it's going to have memes of some things that your college is doing, or what students disagree with, or maybe some uproar and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of it's going to be pretty heavily related on freshman activities and partying, right? So anyway, I'm gonna kind of fast forward a little bit. I lived in a living learning community, and what that was, it was basically a dorm building, but everyone in there was in the same major as me, and so I lived in a co-ed dorm. So yeah, it was pretty surprising when I was moving in. My parents helped me move in, and I see someone moving in across, the hall from me, and it's a girl. So I was like, whoa, this is co-ed, this is cool. But anyway, besides the point. If you go to college, if you live in the dorms, there's about a 90% chance that your best friends are going to be the ones that you've met in your dorm. So specifically, my dorm, there was multiple activities that were going on days before I think normal freshmen would move in. So I was there for a couple days. And yeah, I had a small group of friends, about 11 people. And one other other clique of groups that was in the same building they got posted on Barstool. And now I really wasn't super familiar with Barstool until I went to college. I had maybe seen some other stuff on like the Explore page on Instagram, Vine. I don't even know if they were around during Vine, but that's besides the point. Anyway, they got posted on Barstool, and my friend group and we thought it was pretty cool. And someone chipped in, and they were like, you know what? We could do that. We could make something more funny. We could make something more entertaining. We could do something way better than they could, right? So that immediately turned all our freshman brains on to, okay, for the next however long, we're going to dedicate a lot of our free time to trying to get posted onto Barstool. Now, it was pretty easy. I think now they are the ones who are scouting content and reaching out to you. But yeah, the person who was probably running this Barstool account, although it had probably 50K followers, was probably just some senior or some frat guy. So anyway, we start to thinking. We got 11 guys, 6 to 11 guys thinking, what's gonna go viral? What's gonna make them post it? Because what we were looking for was when we saw the other group of guys get posted on Barstool, they got tagged, right? So that was like instant clout of the college. We kind of wanted some clout. I think clout is a new age drug. It's got to be studied. But anyway, yeah, we probably wanted some clout, and that was the reason we were doing it. So we wanted that tag. We wanted some new followers. We wanted people knowing who we were or whatever, all right? So we immediately think, what's going to go viral on Barstool? What are they going to think is pretty fantastic? So we're doing some research, aka research, being scrolling through their posts, and we noticed something, not just the Michigan State Barstool, but a lot of Barstool stuff had a lot to do with online dating, specifically Tinder, whether it was Tinder stories, whether it was, my bad Tinder date, or partying, or a weird message you got, or, hey, my Tinder date stalked me. Whatever it was, Tinder was it was a hot button topic. It was a hot button. So my friends and I, we got together and we started scheming. We were making, silly Tinder profiles. We were trying to like as many people as we could. So we're like super swiping like, recording it, making fun of, the person doing it. Just a lot of it was just embellished, right? A lot of it's fake. Probably all of it was fake, actually. We're recording people getting matches. We're, typing in silly things, pickup lines and stuff like that to try and get them, get a response that was like videotape worthy, right? So we end up doing that, and a lot of us are, recording videos and we're submitting it, right? And a couple days go by, and we notice that this person who has ran the page has seen our videos, and they, didn't post them, right? They didn't post it. They didn't tag us. So that was strike one. That was strike one on trying to get on Barstool. So the next thing was, what gets on Barstool? Of course, partying. Of course, partying. A lot of it, especially when the beginning of school started, was like, oh, welcome week, or like freshmen being freshmen. So it's like some video of like some freshman person doing something really stupid and embarrassing. So what we decided, or what a lot of my friend group decided, was, okay, we need to cater to some of this partying stuff, right? We need to get on Barstool. We want to get some clout. What's going to get clout? Silly party stuff. So that's what we do. So I don't even think classes had started yet, but one of the kids in the group chat was like, I'm going to find a ping pong table or a table. We're going to set up pong. We're going to throw this massive dorm party, and we're going to record it. We're going to get some content out of it, right? So that's what's happening. So people are filming there, If anyone knows anything about a dorm party, it's as underwhelming, I think, as you can imagine it being. When you're a freshman, you don't know what's going on. You're trying to maybe abide by the rules. I'm not sure if they were. I'd like to think that I was, right. I'm a rule follower, right. Yeah, it's as underwhelming as possible. So a lot of whatever we were filming or trying to get on Barstool, yeah, it was not good enough. We were gonna have to try harder or film some crazier or sillier or zanier or whatever things. Insert adjective, right? A lot of my friend group, I think only one or two of them were actually from Michigan. Thank God, because I was out of state. So a lot of my friends were international students or out of state kids. So like a lot of the out of state kids like jocked together. We kind of grouped together. But anyway, at Michigan State, there's like this famous river that like runs through the whole campus. It's in one of the songs, like in one of the like football chants and sports chants, whatever. It was notorious for being like pretty dirty. But yeah, there would always be bicycles like washing up on shore. So like, I don't know how there was a bunch of bicycles that ended up in the river, but it was very common. Like I'd walk the streets, I'd see bikes in the river floating, I'd see them washed up, whatever. So I think we're going out. We're trying to see what's happening, if there's parties, if there's any activities. I'm walking with my group of like 11 guys on campus. We're going to walk off campus. Just see what we could get into, right? We're still learning the area. At least I was, I wasn't familiar with it. And I just wanted to see what was going on. I didn't want to sit in my room, which I think a lot of freshmen need to get out of. If you go to college, if you're getting in for the first time, you need to get out of your room. You need to not be in your room. That was exactly how I found my friends. At least in my living learning community, it was you had to keep your door open for the first 3 days, like all the way open unless you're going to bed. So it was like encouraged for people to like go and meet other people. So that's what I did. I wanted to make friends, so I walked into other people's dorms, and other people did that to me, and that's how I made my group of friends. So you need to get out there and experience stuff. But anyway, back to the story. So we're walking around campus, and we see the river, and there's like this massive bridge, and then the river runs underneath it, right? And we see that there's like actually a bicycle on kind of like washed up on shore or whatever, right underneath where we were. So we kind of like set the stage, right? A lot of this is embellished. So we're setting the stage. We're like, all right, this international student, we need you to be like the victim. So we're going to pretend that this is your bike. Number one, we need to grab it. So I think we ran down there, grabbed it, shook it off. It was a nasty, broken bike. We grab this bike. We go all the way up to the top of the bridge. We're like, yo, you're going to be the victim. Pretend like you got your bike stolen. Then this kid's going to grab it, throw it over the river, and you're going to like have a meltdown. You're going to say something stupid. But anyway, so that's what we did. We set the stage. I'm filming it. Cause like, what are we gonna do? We literally went into the river. Okay, hold up, wait. Let me save my grace for a second. We took trash out of the river, right? This might sound pretty bad, right? But we did. We grabbed this bike. A couple kids got wet. I think someone had to go in the river because it wasn't like all the way up on shore, right? We needed to get in the water a little bit to get it out, or I don't even remember. It was so long ago. But anyway, we go down there, grab it, bring it up, and yeah, we were gonna throw it over the bridge. Say like, oh, we took your bike, whatever. You know, that I don't condone that. I'm not condoning this at all. But this is like 11 p.m. thoughts. You know, we're walking around. We're young kids. I think I had just turned 18 because I was a summer birthday. So like I had turned 18 for maybe 2 months or something. Yeah, that was what happened. So yeah, we set the scene. We set it up. Threw the bike over. Huge reaction. Record it, and then we go out to do some other recording stuff or see what's happening. I can't remember if it was me or someone else, but I ended up, I believe, sending in the video as well as another person. And guess what? We got posted on Barstool, and it's crazy how 11 people put their minds together, and we were able to get posted on Barstool within a week. It was less than a week, I remember. I was very shocked that we were able to do it so quickly. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I remember when we got uploaded on Barstool, we got that shout out. The mild amount of clout didn't even matter. It was just like, holy crap, we worked on something and it worked out. Yeah, I remember we were checking like the statistics like day after day to see if like our video did better, more comments, more likes than the other group of kids that got posted on Barstool. But here's what got posted on Barstool. I wish I had the receipts. Actually, hold up. So Barstool actually deleted the specific Michigan State Barstool. They deleted everything from like 2023 or 24 and earlier, actually. I went and checked today because I was like, whoa, what, everything's gone. And it's because they're directly affiliated with Barstool now. So I'm like, no way. They had like twice the amount of followers. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't really have any receipts, but you just have to trust my word on this, that this specific video, which in my opinion, I didn't think this video was like that good. Like, in the moment, it really didn't seem like this is the one, guys. There's many others I thought would have gotten posted. But yeah, anyway, here's some of the stuff that I submitted.
This is Steve's bitch.
I gotta do it.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
I'm sorry, Emily, hang on, just wait. Has a stolen fire extinguisher and wants to hit me with that.
Oh my god!
Do it for Stan.
Oh, fuck!
I think this is funny. Let me know. Tell me some stories if you or someone you know got posted on Barstool. What was that like? How did that change your life? Did you get, you know, mini celebrity status for a day, for a week, whatever? Let me know. But yeah, here's just a couple stories. This is the Freshman Chronicles Part 1, how I got posted on Barstool. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe. Please comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. I want to engage with you guys, right? I want to have a little community. Peace out, 6121 Unscripted.